I'm Alexa Carmichael at Steve Carmichael Productions in Atlanta, and I'm a Film Connection mentor. The Film Connection curriculum is quite different. Among the many things I like about the Film Connection curriculum is the mix of technical and theoretical, especially when it comes to mythology, for example. So we may be doing mythology in one section for screenwriting, and then we move to camera in another chapter and start detailing the cameras. It keeps the interest level up. Learning with me is different than going to a trade school or a very expensive film school like USC or UCLA, because it's so tailored to the student. I give them what they need. It may not be what they want, but I give them what they need, and then we work on what they want. Is there something more that you want? Film Connection makes this easy for me because I have a lot of leeway in how I teach. And there's certain things that I know that I can give to a particular student that are things that they need, that helps bring them up to a level where they need to be in terms of working in the industry. You just can't get in a classroom. One thing that I really like about the one-on-one part of this is that every student learns in a different way. I cannot imagine doing 20 or 30 people in a studio trying to explain this or that when they don't learn that way. They're either oral, visual, or kinesthetic learners. I get the privilege of figuring that out and tailoring that program for each. No student gets the same me. They get a different me every time. That is the principal benefit. One of the many things that we can offer students is hands-on a lot of different equipment. We have lighting that you could make a feature film with the lighting that Pavel and I have between us. A couple of years ago, we purchased a used Arri Alexa, which is the most sought-after motion picture camera in the world. We use that to teach with. We also use it for our own productions. The Arri is the height of technical excellence. It is the camera. Where editing is concerned, we have Adobe software. We have the machines that Pavel can sit side by side with a student, work on footage and cutting that footage into a meaningful short film. And we have 3 different equipment rooms with C-stands and the kinds of stuff that you just don't see in a home movie setup. Essentially, this studio that we're in now is 2 different studios. This is the finished studio, but when we have to do short films, as we did several months ago, we can go back to the warehouse in the back, move stuff around, decorate it, put actors in there, block them, light it. One of my favorite student success stories is a student who finished the course. He's a very laid-back guy, and one of the things I told him, I said, you need to be more out there. You need to, sell yourself, don't be quite so reserved. The next thing I know, he's working as a PA on Black Panther. And I found out about it, and I called him one night after he had wrapped. I said, why didn't you call me up and tell me about that? He said, oh, well, I just thought, I was working as a PA. I said, you're working as a PA on one of the biggest films ever made. He's also an editor now. He took editing from Pavel and, has had that job for several years now. I've had to turn down quite a few students because they just don't have that edge. I know what it was like when I was 14 or 15 years old. I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker. I'm looking for that kind of person who comes to interview with me for this program. I want to see short films that they've made. I don't care if it's on a cell phone. I want to see that that's what they have been doing, and they've been doing it, at least for some time. There are also people I interview that I won't accept, and there are a number of reasons that I won't. I don't want to see them waste their money. That's not fair for me to just sit there and take the money when I know that they don't have that creative drive that it takes to be in this business. I don't want them to have anything less than a successful career in this. And if they don't have the basic skills or interests, I don't want them to come work with me.